I'm doing the alternative black girl tag. I'm actually really late at this, but whatever. And I'm here with my buddy Teddy Cash Money. And let's get started here. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Actually, this is more than 1 second, but you're gonna have to hold on. Okay. Actually, 1 more second. My bad. Alright, for real. For real this time. For real this time. First question is, how did you know you were different? Actually, I've always felt kind of different. I never really fit in with people. I always tried to fit in with people, but I never really fit. I never really felt like I belonged. And so in order to find my place, I would like pretty much, I went through a lot of different phases before finding out my real self. I went through a tomboy phase where I went and was wearing all these baggy clothes. I would steal my brother's clothes and wear them. We lived in the time during the baggy clothes era, the 90s, so yeah, that's what I did. And then in middle school I still kind of had like that tomboyish kind of thing. But then more so as I went into high school, I started trying to be more girly, trying to fit in because everybody was starting to wear the makeup and being fancy and stuff. So it was like I wanted to fit in and be pretty and like wear the girly stuff too. So like I tried being girly. I still didn't fit in with a lot of the girls I went to school with. Number 2, do people judge you? Yes, 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 they do. Someone always has something to say about me based off how I look. Someone always assumes I'm some kind of way based off how I look. Yes, they judge me. Number 3, how do you react to negative people? When I first started being my true self, started being more in the alternative side, I was really self-conscious about it because it was scary for me to actually go and do the things I've been scared to do. I was scared to take that step. I was always concerned about what other people would think if I did what I actually wanted to do rather than dress how everyone expected me to dress or to act like how everyone else expected me to act. So I was terrified. So if somebody said anything negative, it would bother me. It would scare me off. Like I was very much a people pleaser. So if someone was like, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't wear that, then I would like try to stop to make them feel more comfortable. But now I'm just at a point where I don't give a fuck. I wear what I want to wear. So when people say something mean to me, or you know they give you those looks like, or they go and start talking about you and stuff, and you see them talking about you, or they make fun of you, I pretty much just brush it off now, or I'll laugh it off. Like I was at this old folks home because I used to work there, and this old white man came up to me and was looking at my hair and was like, what is that? I guess like his way of doing, what are those, to my hair, and I just brushed it off. I thought it was funny actually, the fact that he was bold enough to do that, so I just laughed it off. But actually I mostly get more compliments than I do anything negative. Actually more people come up to me and compliment my hair a lot, and my style and stuff like that, and ask me where I get certain things. So it's not that much of a problem, honestly. So yeah. Number 4. What does your family think? My mother hated it when I first started getting into this, like 4 or 5 years ago. She hated it. She did not like it. I remember my first transition into starting to do what I wanted to do rather than doing what other people expected me to do or told me to do was that one morning I just woke up and was like, I really want a septum. So I went and bought me a piercing needle. I sanitized it, sanitized my like disinfected my nose and stuff, and then took the needle and went pierced my own septum. I don't have it in right now, but yeah. And then when I started stretching my ears, they're small though, but when I stretched my ears, she hated that too. Then when I started doing the hair colors, she was looking at me like, and my grandmother's like, you and all those colors. But on my father's side, well, my aunt on my father's side, I love her. She's really accepting of it. Like, she understands that I'm an artist, I'm artsy, and she's artsy too, so she completely gets it, and she loves my style actually. But now everybody's gotten to a point where they've gotten used to me like this, so it doesn't bother them. Number 5. How do you remain true to yourself? Like I said, I've just gotten to a point where I don't let things get to me as much when it comes to how I want to look, how I want to dress, how I want to express myself. I do whatever I feel. And I don't let people's opinions influence me as much. Like, I used to have a really bad habit of people pleasing because I would want to make other people comfortable, and so if somebody would criticize or be like, well, you should maybe change this or change that, and I would do it because I didn't want to. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be accepted. But now I've just gotten to a point where I just do what I want and do what feels right for me, because at the end of the day, this is my life, and I feel a lot more happier now than I did when I was just trying to fit in with everyone else. Number 6. Who or what inspires you? Art inspires me. I'm an artist, so a lot of things that I see that's artsy, it inspires me. Like, I don't know, a lot of things inspire me. Art inspires me, bright colors, well, I guess that's still considered art, kind of. Nature inspires me. I like really high fashion type stuff. So like the crazy avant-garde type stuff. So like, I go on there and look at the high fashion makeup and stuff like that, and it'll give me ideas and stuff on how I want to make me look. Crazy patterns and prints, just anything that you don't really see people wearing. I love that kind of stuff that you don't really see people wearing. Anything that really stands out, which is ironic because I'm really shy around people. I have like really bad social anxiety, so normally I don't like people staring at me, and I don't like drawing attention to myself. Yeah, I dress the part. I dress in a way that would make me draw attention to myself. So whatever. People who inspire me is just, I don't know. I love FKA Twigs. I love her style. Anyone who's just free to do themselves, who aren't afraid to be themselves. Actually, the person who initially got me into being myself is my ex-boyfriend. In high school, I was pretty I was pretty much a wallflower. I dressed like everyone else. I mean, well, we had uniform anyway, but just in general, like, I was the conservative type because that's how I was kind of raised to be. And in comes this one guy in my class, and he's just wearing the craziest looking stuff that you wouldn't see people, normal people, wearing. And like, people would just be making fun of him, but he would just completely brush it off and not care. And even though I didn't like what he was wearing, but it was still inspiring to me. Like, wow, I want to be able to be like that. I want to be able to just do what I want to do and be who I want to be and not give a fuck who cares about it, not care what somebody else has to think about it. So that was really inspiring to me. And yeah, and then when he and I began to start dating, and I told him about how different I was in the inside and how much I always wanted to dye my hair blue, but was scared to. At the time, I only stuck to like the more conservative things, like I said earlier. So the most my hair's been, the most drastic my hair's been, is a reddish color, you know, like regular burgundy-ish red, nothing drastic. But I wanted to have blue hair, and he always encouraged me to go out and do it, to always encourage me to be myself, to be my true self. And that's initially how I became comfortable with being how I am now. So big ups to you. Thank you for helping me and inspiring me to be myself. So yeah. And number 7. What does your girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse think? I don't have a girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse, but I've never had any complaints on it before. As I said, my first boyfriend, he encouraged me and inspired me to do me, basically. And my last boyfriend, he loved it. I mean, he loved the fact that I was myself and had my own style and kind of went with the beat of my own drum or whatever. So that was never a problem. And that is the end of the tag. I hope it was not completely boring. And I tag, I don't know. I'm actually really late at doing this, so everyone's probably already done it already, but I tag anyone who wants to do it. If you're alternative, if you're black and you want to do it, then go ahead and do it. Anyway, me and Teddy Cash Money, we out.